Space Food. Chris Abel is here, normally with us on Tuesdays to hang out and help us understand what this experience is going to be like for the astronauts. Real Chris Abel at .com, socials, and YouTube, RealKrisabel. All right, Spaceman Chris, what are we eating?
All right, so today is such a crazy day for me because I know Jeremy Hanson. I met him years ago when he was just Jeremy Hanson. Today he's now Colonel Jeremy Hanson. When he was just an astronaut waiting to find out when he was going to go to space, waiting to see what kind of assignment. We were thinking he was going to the space station at the time. But he and I had a chance to do simulations together. I've gone to Mars with him, which I can't believe that's something that I can say.
Yeah.
But when I had a chance to hang out with him, I was a bit sneaky, and I decided to plant a thought in his head. So we were talking about the prospects of him one day getting into space. And to understand the context of this, Shane, in 1965, an astronaut in the Gemini mission got into trouble because he snuck a corned beef sandwich into his suit on board the ship. And NASA got really upset about that because bread creates crumbs, and in zero G, crumbs floats all over the place, gets into the instrument panels. And so it became a hard rule. No astronauts are allowed to take sandwiches into outer space. And so understanding that, have a listen to this chat I had with Jeremy.
Last couple of astronauts have gone up there, have had the chance to explore or bring up with them different types of food. So Tim Peake managed to get a bacon sandwich up on board the International Space Station. I'm wondering, when you get your chance, is there a particular food that you're thinking you would like to take up?
No, I haven't thought that far ahead yet, so I'll have to see, and I'll have to work with the Canadian Space Agency to see what treats I can bring my crew members. But that's just one of those things you do in culture in general. You know, it's common amongst many cultures in the world is to share your cuisine or something from your country, and so I'll definitely be looking for something that will resonate with the crew that I'm assigned with.
Very cool.
Yeah. So
maple cookies and stuff too, I think, he brought.
Totally. Yeah. So we'll see. I know they have lots of plans for interesting stuff that he's going to do, obviously to represent Canada. When he arrived at the Kennedy Space Center and got to say some comments, of course, it's an American operation over there, so he had to say everything in English first. He couldn't repeat in French like you would normally do with a Canadian thing. But at the end, he added the tagline, "Allons-y." And it's just Jeremy's way of making sure he takes care of everybody. I love that.
Yeah, that's very good. I love it. Did you watch earlier? Are you excited?
I did. It was a gorgeous day. So I thought, oh, very good, chances of it being a great, perfect launch. And it was. I really encourage people to watch the visuals again because the separation of the rocket from the core unit is just gorgeous in black and white. It's a beautiful experience to see them get into orbit. I think just half an hour ago, the astronauts whipped past West Africa. So they're orbiting the Earth right now. Over the next couple of days, they will be slowly traveling towards the moon, and they'll reach there in the weekend. This isn't just a chance for us as Canadians to celebrate the first Canadian to get to the moon, but all four, when they get to the far side of the moon, will have traveled further than any human being in history. So this is a huge achievement that's being made by Colonel Jeremy Hanson. He's a fantastic guy. I can't believe that he made it. I'm so happy for him and so very, very proud.
Don't make me stop this spaceship, Chris. I love it. Do you want to do merch next, and then we'll do the robots third? Does that work?
So yeah, I just thought I'd mention, because I get stopped in the street a lot because I do have stickers and patches that say Canada Space Agency, and people are like, "Where did you get those?" And
amazing.
It's a little much for me to kind of explain. I hang out with astronauts. That's where I get a lot of this stuff. I've met Dave Williams, Roberta Bondar, David St. Jacques. But it is confusing when you go online. All the algorithms tend to point you to NASA. So if you're looking for Canadian space merch, Ingenium is the name of the online boutique, boutique.ingenium.ca. That's the official online store for Canada Space Agency merchandise. You get t-shirts, patches, pins, and of course, Jeremy Hanson patches, which I think is what a lot of people are going to be looking for. So Ingenium, I'll tweet a link after we're done here. But if you're looking for that, that's where you got to go get it. Don't hassle me on the street. I can't get it for you.
There is the patches, which is kind of cool too. The Chris Hadfield patches and all the different patches of the astronauts. And I would like to acknowledge the long sleeve shirt that on the arm, it says Canada Arm.
Yes.
Very
Isn't that cool? I love it when it's not just slapping a logo on a piece of like a ball cap or something like that. When we are getting clever, when we have indigenous artists getting involved and coming up with designs, I think that's fantastic. That's what gets the passion going, and we should be passionate about this.
Yeah, and each astronaut has their own patch, so if you want to collect those. So good stuff. All right, robots, as always, when Chris is on, it's not like anybody else is on, because there's always some sort of weird robot, Chris.
Well, here's the thing. Down in the States, the airports have been a little crazy with the TSA having, to wait to get paid, and then the U.S. deploying ICE agents to try to help out. You would think you wouldn't want to add to that mess, but hey, guess what? They decided to deploy the first humanoid robot to the U.S. airports to help out. And so at the San Jose airport in California, they deployed the first humanoid robot to talk to people who are stressed, to entertain them while they're waiting in lines, to answer questions about various airport programs and things like that. So have a listen. This is a robot can speak up to 50 different languages.
I'm all about real conversation, none about robotic Q&A. So when you talk to me, you'll see me nod, meet your gaze, react, because that's how real conversations work. Not to brag, but I can speak like over 50 languages. It's how I connect with people around the world. Watching someone realize they can just talk to me in their own language, that moment never gets old.
Doesn't sound robotic at all.
Yeah. I do like that they say this is the first deployment. There will be other deployments of robots to other airports. Each robot that arrives at an airport is going to be unique. They'll have their own individual name and personality. So that robot, you heard his accent, that is specific to the San Jose airport. And that robot's name is, of course, Jose. So there's going to be other robots at other airports with different accents, different personalities, and of course, different names.
I love it. It's great stuff. Chris Abel, realchrisabel.com, and on the socials. Go there and do stop him in the street because he knows astronauts. I've been to San Jose Airport twice. One time I walked through it. One time I had to run because I was missing my flight. Thank you, Chris.
All right, take care.